presented in this video is entirely your own responsibility. This content is intended solely for educational and informational purposes and should not be interpreted as financial advice, investment recommendations, or guarantees of results. In 2026, the role of the US dollar and the euro in the global financial system is evolving in ways many investors did not anticipate a decade ago. While both currencies remain dominant, their influence is being reshaped by structural changes in geopolitics, monetary policy, and global trade dynamics. The US dollar continues to be the world's primary reserve currency, but its dominance is no longer unquestioned. Years of aggressive monetary tightening, rising government debt, and geopolitical fragmentation have forced investors to reconsider how exposed their portfolios are to dollar-centric risk. In response, many institutions are diversifying currency exposure rather than relying solely on the dollar as a safe haven. At the same time, the euro is undergoing its own transformation. Europe's push for greater fiscal coordination, energy independence, and strategic autonomy has strengthened the euro's relevance in global trade and investment flows. While the euro has historically struggled with fragmentation among member states, 2026 reflects a more unified approach to economic stability and long-term planning. One major shift is how global trade is being settled. More bilateral agreements are reducing exclusive reliance on the dollar, especially in energy and commodities. This does not signal the collapse of the dollar, but it does point to a gradual rebalancing of currency influence. Investors are now paying closer attention to currency risk as a long-term factor rather than a short-term fluctuation. Monetary policy also plays a critical role. The Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank are navigating a delicate balance between controlling inflation and sustaining economic growth. Divergences in policy direction create currency volatility, which directly impacts international investments, multinational earnings, and cross-border capital flows. For investors in 2026, understanding currency dynamics is no longer optional. Exchange rates influence portfolio returns, purchasing power, and risk exposure. A stronger or weaker dollar or euro can amplify gains or losses, even when the underlying investment performs as expected. This shifting currency landscape encourages a more global mindset. Diversification across regions, assets, and currencies is becoming a core strategy rather than a defensive one. Investors who understand how the dollar and euro interact within the broader global system are better equipped to navigate uncertainty and identify opportunities that others may overlook. Ultimately, the new role of the dollar and the euro reflects a multipolar financial world. Neither currency is disappearing, but both are adapting. In 2026, successful investing requires recognizing these changes and adjusting strategies accordingly, rather than relying on assumptions from the past. This video does not guarantee outcomes or profits, and it does not replace professional financial advice. All investment decisions involve risk, and any choices made based on this content are solely the responsibility of the viewer.